Hey guys, Brad from simpleguitar.com here, and thanks for coming back to another video. Today I've got one quick little tip for you that will make a huge difference with your playing. Now, have you ever felt like you go and you learn a new concept on the guitar, whether it's a new scale or a new chord or a new lick or a new arpeggio or something, and you play it over and over and over, and then you step away for a few days, and then when you come back, you feel like you have to relearn it all over again? It's a terrible experience. I've been through it. A lot of people go through that same thing, but it doesn't have to be that way. So today, I'm going to share with you this tip that's going to help you learn everything better, learn everything on the guitar faster, and learn it way deeper so that you don't feel like you forget it after a few days. And here's the tip. It's really simple. As soon as you learn something, get creative with it. Go be creative as soon as you learn something new. Doing this is going to help you learn it much deeper. Before we talk more about the tip, let's rewind. Let's talk a little bit about how we as humans learn and a couple of things that will help you understand why this is going to help you out. Now, a lot of times when we think about studying and learning things, we think that we need to do a lot of repetition. And yeah, repetition is good, but it's not the best thing. We can do better and it be more efficient and effective with our learning and learn stuff in a way shorter period of time. The number one thing that researchers have found that helps us with learning isn't just repetition. It's having to recall what we learned. So the more that we have to think about what we learned and recall it and actually use it, the better. For example, in school, instead of like doing a standardized test at the end of the year or something like that, it would be better to learn a concept and have a short quiz at the end of the day. That way it forces you to learn it and to have to recall it so that you learn it even deeper. Same thing on guitar. If you're learning a new concept on guitar, what you need to do is learn that concept, get it under your fingers, and then as soon as you can, you have to recall it. And one of the best ways to do that on the guitar is to get creative with it right away. So that means, for example, let's say that you're learning a new scale. As soon as you learn this new scale, run it up and down your fingers a few times so that you're used to it, and then go get a backing track or jam with a friend and have to solo with it. You have to create your own solo. You have to improvise off the top of your head and make it up using that scale as the framework. That forces you to recall the scale, to visualize it in your brain, to communicate that to your fingers, and it makes you learn it on a much deeper level than if you just play the scale up and down and up and down and up and down and you just play repetitions of the scale. By having to go get creative with it, you're going to learn it faster, you're going to learn it deeper, and you're going to have a lot more fun doing it. Same thing with chords. If you're learning a new chord, you need to go get creative right away. The easiest way to do that with chords is to go write a 1-minute song. Just be creative and put together some chords, maybe sing over the top of it, but put together a little 1-minute song and be creative with it. Or you can improvise with chords too. You can just string together chord progressions off the top of your head with chords that you know. But the point is, whatever you're doing, get creative with it right away and you're going to learn it deeper. Now, a bonus thing that you can do that will help you learn even better and force you to have to recall it is to teach the concept to somebody. So when you learn a new scale or a new chord or a new lick or a new arpeggio, go to one of your friends and teach it to them. Even if you're just starting, maybe you've been playing guitar for 3 weeks. So what? Go teach it to somebody, because when you have to do that, it reinforces it because you have to recall it in your brain and it makes you learn it a whole lot better. Now, this is something that as soon as I learned about this, I read a book called Make It Stick that I heard from a couple of my friends, and it's a great book. Go check it out. And so as soon as I learned this, I started doing this with a lot of my students, is testing them. Instead of going, oh, well, we've been talking about these concepts, I started to hold tests for my students so that they would have to recall things. And guess what? They started to learn it better. And they started to be able to use things better. And they started to be able to be more creative with things because the recall was there And so they learned things deeper and they were able to instantly recall things and use it and be creative and sound like way better guitar players. And that's what we want, right? We want to sound awesome. We want to be good. So this is a quick tip, but this is something that you can start doing today. Start testing yourself. Start being creative with everything that you learn. And this one thing is really going to help you learn everything on the guitar better. It's going to help you learn everything on the guitar faster. And it's going to make you into a better guitar player way faster than just doing repetition after repetition. So stop playing scales up and down mindlessly. Start soloing with them. Start creating your own things. Even if you feel like you suck at the beginning, everybody does. Just start being creative with it right away. You'll learn it better. Stop just playing other people's music. Start writing your own music with the chords that you learn. Anybody can write music. Even somebody who's been playing guitar for a week can start writing music. And doing it will help you learn all of your chords a whole lot better. And the more that you start testing yourself and thinking about asking yourself questions about what you've been learning and thinking about it from that perspective, you're going to have to recall things and you're going to learn things better. So start being more creative with everything that you learn. Start testing yourself. You can start teaching people the things that you're learning for your own benefit so that you can learn things better too. So there's nothing to wait for with this, guys. Go use this today. Go start being creative. And then I have a free gift for you at my website. If you go to simpleguitar.com/top10, there you can go pick up a free gift called the Top 10 Things to Learn on Guitar First. It's a 17-page guide on 10 things that I teach beginner guitar players really early to get them the most bang for their buck. Instead of feeling like they're struggling and not doing things quickly enough, I've got people coming in for their first lesson and playing a full song off the radio in 20 minutes, and it's awesome. And so the stuff that I put in the guide will help you do things like that. It'll help you play more and be more musical a lot faster. So go get the guide, the top 10 things to learn on guitar first. It's at simpleguitar.com/top10. I'll put the link below in the description so you can just click on it. And thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving me a comment if this was helpful for you. You guys are awesome. And thank you, and I will see you in the next video.